now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it. What?
At Tanagro, When the Walls Fell. This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. You're an idiot.
Why? I like this.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I was wearing it at the house, and Gus came down the stairs, and he just starts laughing for no reason. I don't understand.
Well, you look like, I don't know. I don't even know.
What do I look like?
An idiot. I mean, if I see this walking through the store, I'm like, yeah,
I might do that later.
Yeah.
I think I kind of look like Luigi.
What's that? What's that for?
It's probably to run a thing up through.
Are you serious? Like, it's modern.
Yeah, it's a modern.
No, I think it's to, I don't know what it's for.
See, there's a one right there.
Where'd you get this thing? Goodwill?
Real King. It's like $4. That's a nice piece of clothing for $4.
And the greens, you found a way to make two greens clash incredibly.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's just the bright lights because they looked fine at the house.
Did you ask people?
Yeah, they all laughed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that they meant that, like, this looks fantastic. Mm-hmm. They were filled with joy.
It's... notice you don't have all the buttons buttoned there.
Yeah, it's a little tight in the midsection. I had them buttoned, and then it was difficult to breathe.
And then when you sit down, it's like, yeah. You can maybe stand up with them buttoned, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear this.
I'm not going to say that overalls don't have their place. I think
do.
they have their place.
Yes.
Just for, like, mechanics and, I don't know. That's pretty much it.
It's fantastic. You know what I'm wearing underneath them?
No, I don't want to know.
Fleece pajama pants. It's very comfortable.
Really?
I feel like I'm in my pajamas.
Well, as long as you're happy.
I'm very happy.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore of Nintendo characters.
Where did that come from?
I'm Luigi.
Oh, sure. Okay. Took me a minute.
That's what I was going for. I was going for the Luigi look.
All right, that is. Okay. I see
Do you feel it? Do you see it?
I mean, I see what you're going for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if I got rid of the beard and just kept the mustache, it'd be a little bit more of a Luigi.
Sure.
I'm a little round for a Luigi.
You were more of a Luigi guy.
Well, if you
up.
were red and blue, you would look a lot more like Mario. He's short and stocky.
That's fine. Mario has a mustache.
Yeah.
Does Luigi have a mustache?
Yeah, I think so. I think he has a black mustache. Does he?
He's
I think
mustachioed.
he does, yeah.
Okay.
I think you and I should wear red and blue, red and green,
And just be Mario and
just
Luigi?
be Mario and Luigi.
Why not? So what did you want to know? The Mount Rushmore of Nintendo characters? Is that what you
Mario
said?
characters.
Mario characters.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Mario
it's
World.
different.
Mario, Luigi.
Come on. That's your...
Princess.
Bowser.
Toadstool.
Bowser. I mean, Bowser's the OG. There was no Toadstool.
In the storyline, you come across Toadstool before Bowser, right?
Because the princess is in another castle.
The princess is in another
But
castle.
Bowser's... I mean, the whole thing is about Bowser.
That's true.
Without Bowser, there is no game.
What do you have?
Just a princess that's not captured.
What about Donkey Kong? Jumpman is Mario.
Sure. Yeah. I
Donkey
hear you.
Kong was pretty iconic. Donkey Kong actually came before Mario.
What was Mario trying to do?
Save the princess.
Save the princess in that situation.
Yeah, it wasn't
too.
actually the princess. It was not Daisy. What's the other? Like Ruby? I think it's Ruby. There's another girl.
Why is a plumber so integral? Like, aren't there other people that can do this other than a plumber?
Well, he's the one that stepped up to the challenge.
You think that was it?
Yeah, I mean, anybody could have.
But everybody's like, not so sure.
Like,
and Mario's like, I got this.
Listen, I got this.
I could do many things. And I get it. In Mario's, In Mario, there's pipes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to... But in Donkey Kong, there's no plumber-specific things.
Originally, he was supposed to be a construction worker.
Okay. Well,
So
that makes sense
there
because
was
he's climbing up
barrels,
scaffolding.
yeah.
All right.
And they changed it down the road somewhere from construction worker to plumber.
I see. Well, they wanted to put pipes in the game.
Yeah.
So they said, well, he better be a plumber. But I mean, a plumber is a kind of construction worker.
That's true.
So
it's a subgenre.
I think it works out.
Maybe he could have started off as just a general contractor.
Yeah.
And then got specific into the plumbing.
Sure. I think that happens. You said, I don't want to do all this other stuff.
No.
I'm
actually better at this.
Mm-hmm. Plumbing is the worst. I would not want to be a plumber. I mean, I hate plumbing.
Okay, so explain this mug.
Right. So, friend of the show, Jesse Shrake, and his wife listens to the show too, Jesse and Savannah, good friends of mine. And so they're friends of the show. And he said, how did he say? He said, this is the belongs. Whoop, gonna turn my phone off. He said this belongs on the Mount Rushmore of glassware, I think is what he said. I think that's what he told me. Anyway, it's a mug.
Okay.
And it's got Mount Rushmore on it.
Mount Rushmore on a mug.
It's Mount Rushmore on a mug.
That's pretty good.
Belongs, if anything ever belonged in our studio.
It's that,
as opposed to all this other crap.
Yeah.
This definitely belongs in the studio.
Although I've never seen a Mount Rushmore mug.
Neither have I. I was going to drink out of it during the show.
Yeah.
It's got a strange odor. I don't know where he got it from.
Goodwill?
So
Salvation Army?
Maybe, a yard sale or some kind of like flea market or something. Jesse is
going to
into
need
that sort of stuff.
Some bleach.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to kill. Are you ever going to drink out of it? Yeah, bleach.
I don't know about bleach, but I will.
Bleach kills everything.
Yeah. Okay. But
It doesn't have to be straight bleach. It could be diluted.
I just feel like once you put bleach in something, I can't get rid of the smell of bleach. It's just always there.
I worked at a gas station.
You did.
And every night we disassembled the pop machine, the nozzles, and we soaked them in bleach. And then we rinsed them and attached them back again. Kept it clean. Well, you didn't know the difference.
I never drank pop from there, so we'll never know.
Bleach is a commonly used disinfectant.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. I got no problem with it. Bleach.
I don't know why you don't want to bleach it.
I don't want to bleach it. So,
it might take this off.
I'm a little worried about it. I just, I'm going to wash it. I'll use. It doesn't need anything more than hot soap.
Well, if you're never going to drink out of it, it doesn't need to do anything.
I want to drink out of it. It's got a great handle. I mean, by the way, it's not so like this handle. I can get 2 fingers through comfortably. I can force 3. 4 is just not going to happen.
See, okay? I prefer to hold.
Well, if it's a hot liquid, that's what the handle's for.
And that's like, ooh, it's cold outside, but this is hot.
Yeah, but this is a little too hot.
Yours is.
Yeah.
Mine's not. Well,
you're drinking a cold liquid. This is a great one because all 4 fingers right through it. It's got a great landing spot for my thumb. It's a great mug. Just the feel of it. It's just really good. You think this is a pint? Think that's a pint? You don't think so?
No.
What do you think it is?
8 ounces.
Well, no, it's more than 8 ounces.
It's not more than 8 ounces.
Well, how much is a pint?
16. Quarts 32.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think this is 16 ounces.
I don't
How
think
much?
so.
How much is one of those? How many ounces is that?
16. There's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Thinner than this.
There's no way. Look. Look.
I think if you poured this in here, I think it would fill it up.
It's taller.
To the brim. Yeah, but it's thinner.
It's not thinner. If it was thinner, it would go right in there.
Well, I mean,
I bet that's 12. And you
14.
would never pour it right up to the top. You're going to pour it to, a little line down. You'd never pour it directly to the top.
What would you say is the Mount Rushmore of drinking vessels?
Mug.
I mean,
Cup.
Cups. I mean, I think hands is number 1.
Oh.
If you're going way back in time.
I guess they probably drink with their hands before.
With no other options, you drink from your hands.
That's true.
Right? So I think hands is your first option if we're just going chronologically.
Yeah. So what would be the wood? Stone? A leaf?
A leaf? Maybe some sort of leaf?
A big fern? Yeah.
That sort of thing? So we're going to say hands?
Or coconut.
coconut. If you can get a coconut, that's great.
I mean, you got to crack it open.
Maybe
You
the
can't just
bottom
use
end of
just a coconut.
an acorn, a little shot, you know?
Doing acorn shots. Got to have 800 to get. Yeah.
So, I think hands,
Yeah, coconut.
Uh-huh. All right, now skip forward. Just cup. We'll just say
Just a
cup.
cup.
We'll just say cup because a cup could be many things, but just
That's
cup.
true.
And now we're
Mug.
Now we're at mug because what makes a mug a mug? The handle?
Yeah.
So if you put a handle on anything, it's a mug. Any drinking vessel.
Correct.
If I put a handle on a coconut,
It's a mug.
it's a mug, a nut. If I put a handle on my hands, that doesn't,
Well, a handle on a drinking vessel turns it into a mug.
And we've already established that my hands are a drinking vessel.
It's also a handle.
It's a built-in situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hands, coconut, cup,
Yes.
mug.
That's it.
Does anything else belong in consideration? What else do you drink from? Cans.
Cans, yeah.
A
That's
can
true.
is a big one.
It is a big one.
I like to drink from a can.
Would you prefer
What about like that? I know that's like a
to-go
cup.
cup? Hand me that.
Yeah.
Don't spill it.
But that's its own kind of subgenre.
Self-container.
I think.
It's a paper cup. Well, it's still a cup.
It's got a lid and the straw.
It's a to-go cup.
It's a to-go cup. I think
still
a
a
to-go
cup.
cup is its own thing.
It's still a cup.
Okay, I guess
it's a cup with
still
a lid.
cup. You could drink from a bowl.
I have.
Every time I finish cereal.
Yeah.
Do you finish off the milk?
Every time.
Yeah, you should.
Although,
Some people don't.
what?
I know.
Michaela, you don't drink the milk? Now, my kids have a bowl that has a built-in...
I don't like that. I don't like it one bit.
It has a built-in straw.
I don't like it.
So when they're done...
Weird. I don't like that. It's gross.
Why is it gross?
It's just weird and gross.
Is
to
it
me.
grosser to drink directly out of the bowl?
I know in a vacuum, if I had never thought about it, maybe that'd be better. It's just something
From
about that.
scratch. If you're 6 years old and you're presented either a bowl, at which point it's like, okay,
Yeah.
listen, when you're done with your show, you have to drink directly out of this bowl,
Yeah.
which you've never done before, or you could drink out of this straw that's attached to the bowl.
Sure.
At 6 years old, you're going to say, yeah, give me the straw.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink it out of the... What, you crazy? Why would I drink out of a
It's
bowl?
unnatural. It's just weird. Bottle. How about a bottle?
Coke bottle. We have a Coke bottle.
I'm just saying for the
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore. Like a baby bottle even.
No, that's pretty iconic. Were you going to take out coconut? I mean, listen, coconut had to have been one of the...
Coconut belongs on the list.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a Teddy
I
Roosevelt.
feel like coconut is taking the place of all kind of naturally found drinking vessels.
Yes.
You just find something that can hold. I think coconut takes the place of that.
Yeah.
So I like our list. I just wanted to explore the options.
I like it.
All right. How about the Mount Rushmore? I had a whole list, but you didn't like my list.
No, the list is fine. I just don't know how curious or interesting it is to listen to 45 minutes of Mount Rushmore.
Here's the thing I thought about with this mug today. Something that our father did.
Root beer float.
Well, this is... he would want it to be bigger than this.
Yes.
Twice this size.
I would too. I've got a mug that's like ginormous. It's a great root beer float.
Something that I have not thought about for a long time until I was looking at this mug, observing it, contemplating it today. Dad used to put the mug in the freezer. You get a frosty mug.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't do that.
What?
I know. But that's a great thing. If you have a cold drink, you put it in a frosty mug. I mean, just root beer in a frosty mug. Yeah. Just all day. Thank you. So that's a great thing. I just want to...
Over at Stewart's Root Beer, you can do that.
They give you a frosty mug?
If you ask for it.
Really?
I think so.
I like Stewart's root beer.
Yeah. A&W used to do that. I don't know if they still do.
A&W's lame now.
It's no Stewart's. But
No, it's no Stewart's. So
is there such a thing as an A&W that's separate than a Long John's? Every time I see them, it seems like it's a joint venture. Long John Silver's and A&W Root Beer. In Tulsa, when we lived there, there used to be a standalone A&W restaurant.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
No, I don't think there is.
I just don't want to go to an A&W / Long John Silver's.
Have you ever eaten there?
No,
I
because it's a
haven't either.
joint,
I kind of like Long John Silver's, and I kind of like A&W.
but not together.
But I'm not going to that.
No.
Once again, it's like the cup on the bowl thing. It's unnatural.
Cup on the bowl.
I mean, you tell a 6-year-old, hey, you could get fish or a burger. They're like, yeah, that's great. What did
A
I
burger
say?
fish.
A cup on a bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, there's just something
I'll take
about
a
it.
burger fish.
A burger fish. I mean, they're frying
Or
everything.
a fish in a shape of a
They're
hot dog.
frying everything in the same stuff. Everything's got to taste like fish, don't you think?
Yeah. A fish hot dog. It's called a fish stick.
Okay.
You put a fish stick in a bun, that's a fish hot dog.
How about this, Jason? This is a bar drink,
Yes.
right? I mean, this is something a beer would come in.
Yes.
How about the Mount Rushmore of somebody comes up to you in a bar, and let's say an old-timey bar,
Okay.
ideally.
Like Western?
Sure.
Okay.
And they're up in your face,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you realize this is going down. We're going to have a fight. So let's say the Mount Rushmore of you're in a bar fight, and you're
Yeah.
going to grab something as a weapon.
Okay, so mug is
Mug is right there. I
It's
mean,
right
if I
there.
hit you over the head with this,
it's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. I
Now-
mean, maybe like that's the best way to hit you.
On Mythbusters, they showed you that those mugs don't shatter when you hit someone upside the head
They
with them.
just conk.
They conk.
Yeah.
They conk over. Now, when they do it in movies, they have special mugs that shatter.
Of course.
You know,
I'd say the other big one on the Mount Rushmore of you're in a bar fight and you need something.
I got it.
Yeah.
Pool stick.
Pool stick. That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you keep the person.
Or like a baseball bat and you swing and
from
you hit
you.
them. Like they're facing the other direction, baseball bat, pool stick right in the back.
How about the bar keeps a towel and you just.
What are you in a locker
I
room?
can really-
a junior high boys locker
I
room?
can really sting. They go, ow!
Stop. It hurt.
No, I don't think
It's
that
like
belongs on the
the,
list. I think the
I'm
depth.
sorry, I just have a memory. From, we were, 14, 15 years old. We went to a youth camp. And some kid came out of the showers with no towel. His mom
neglected to bring a towel.
His mom forgot to
to
pack
summer
one.
camp.
Yeah.
Forgot to pack one. So
I don't remember the kid's name.
Nathan.
I wasn't going to say it.
Oh,
I still don't remember it, Nathan.
Okay.
Do you
I
know
don't
his
remember
last name? Don't say it.
If I really thought about it, I could probably think of it. He would also be the one that would come up to us and ask us if we want to shoot hoops. Poor Nathan.
Hey guys, you want to shoot hoops? No.
I mean, play basketball? He was trying.
He was a couple years younger.
He was trying.
Yeah.
But, I don't know what his plan was because he got into the shower
Yeah.
without a towel. Like, that's what you're thinking of when you get in the shower. Okay, I got to get my towel.
What's my
thing.
exit plan? I mean, like you go into
if
the
you're
shower,
not thinking about an exit plan when you get into the shower, I don't know what you're doing.
especially in a room filled with dudes, right?
Yeah.
It's like your enter plan is I got my soap.
It's like my whole family has no
Shampoo.
exit plan when it comes to taking a dump because if I tell you what, if
Your whole family,
My whole
none
family.
of them have an exit plan.
well, I get Levi's okay at it, but if I had to tell you
Your
the
daughter's
amount,
sitting right there.
I know she's
Yeah,
right
okay.
there. If I had to tell you the amount of times that from the couch I heard, "I need toilet paper." Sorry, I need toilet paper.
What's more common, the yelling or the text? Hey, could you bring me some toilet paper?
No, it's always a yell. And I'm like, really? You didn't know when you sat down that this was going to happen? You got to have an exit plan.
Yeah.
Got to have an exit plan.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Nathan's exit plan, he didn't
had
have
no
it.
exit
Yeah.
plan. And so in that situation,
Yeah.
the right thing to do is maybe you take off the curtain.
That's one
You know what I
option.
mean? And you wrap
Yeah.
it around you. You got like, guys, got egg on my face. I'm sorry. This is embarrassing. Obviously, I don't have a towel.
Yeah.
Can anybody help me out here?
Or you wait it out.
Or you just let it dry. You just kind of shake it off. You just let it kind of dry off.
Yeah. Or you use the clothes that you wore into the shower
Yes, there's a good one.
to dry off.
Yeah.
Even if you put those same clothes back on.
Yeah.
Listen, are you 100% clean? Probably not. But you're not naked either.
Yes. What he chooses to do
Yeah.
is to just walk out into
Yeah.
the middle of, and there are 50 beds in this room.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
big room
It's a
with a
big
bunch of teenage guys.
Multi.
And he walks out just wet and just birthday suit completely.
Yeah.
And to make it worse, he announces his presence
Yes.
by saying, "Hey,
guys.
fellas."
Yeah. Hey, fellas. The
Hey-
old timey.
Hey, fellas. I forgot a towel.
I think he said my mom forgot to pack
My mom
me a
forgot to pack me a towel.
Yeah.
Can anyone help me out? At which point, because we're like 14,
Yeah.
13 years old.
Yeah.
We don't go, oh man, yeah, oh, gosh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, yeah, we'll get you a towel. It's just giant rolls of laughter, just for 5 minutes straight. You know, as he runs back. I mean, I'm not proud of it. I mean, we did get him a towel.
Yeah, I think we gave him Jad's towel.
I'm quite sure we did. So, I mean, I'm not necessarily proud of the way I acted. How could you not laugh when you're 13, 14 years old and that happens?
It's pretty funny.
That's what happened. So
I don't think he was trying to be funny.
No.
It wasn't a comedic.
No.
Like sometimes there's an opportunity.
Jad would do that and try to be funny.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It would not be funny. No. Now, Nathan did it. It was very funny. But we were laughing at him, not with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a huge difference.
I know. I feel so bad. I hope everything. He's probably like a computer programmer.
Oh, I'm sure he's
probably
making
like a billionaire.
lots of money. Yeah.
It's like that guy on The Simpsons that's in love with Marge.
Yeah.
It's probably like that guy. So everything probably worked out for him.
Yeah.
I hope so. Anyway, why have an
Bar fight.
Yeah, bar fight. There it is.
No.
Well, how does that lead to? Oh, the
You're
towel.
like, psh, psh.
Man, that was quite a rabbit trail. So now I don't think the towel. I think the mug definitely. The pool stick definitely. The
Yeah.
other thing is
A
broken
chair.
bottle.
Chair.
Well, broken bottle is the thing. You grab the bottle, you break it off the thing, and then you get all stabby with it. You know.
Once again, not super easy to break that.
Yeah, but that. I mean, if we're talking iconic bar fight,
You're right.
yeah.
Chair's the last one.
Chair, although depending on the bar, you know,
poker table, there's
quite a bit of
chairs at the poker
stools.
table.
Yeah, I guess.
Stool. I think the stool's built in. I think the stool is
it'd be hard to
mounted.
rip the stool out of the thing.
I think it's easier to grab a chair. Iconic fight, chair over the back.
Bar fight, iconic bar fight. Guns aside,
No.
we don't believe in guns
No.
at Lauer Road Radio.
No, I very much do believe in guns.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I don't believe in them. Like I don't believe in them. Like
You
I
don't
don't
even
believe
think
in
they
them.
exist.
I don't think they exist. I think they're a myth.
I've seen them on TV.
I don't believe. I've seen Bigfoot on TV too.
Yeah.
So, you know, but if you really think about it,
Yeah.
have you ever really seen a gun
Yeah,
before?
I've fired them many times.
Well, I don't believe in them. So, guns aside, because that's the obvious. I mean, if you got a gun, you
Yeah.
know. But the bar fight, the
like, I don't wanna
premise
kill
of the
you,
bar
I just
fight
wanna fight.
is that I didn't know I was going to be in a bar fight, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And so mug, broken bottle,
Pool stick
pool stick,
and chair.
chair.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Which, if you had to have one of those, if you could only have one of those, which one would you have?
I think my gut would say pool stick.
Yeah. I mean, the chair can also be used as a shield, you know,
Yeah.
which is nice.
No, I'm not thinking pool stick shield. I'm just thinking you can swing. You've got some
Yeah.
extension.
Yeah.
You're
But
swinging that
it's kind of a
around.
one.
I mean, people aren't getting super
It's
close.
kind of a no. I get that, but once you have one good strike with it, you're done.
well, each one of those, a mug, one good strike, you're probably done with that too.
Apparently not,
unless
according to
unless
Mythbusters.
it doesn't blow up.
I guess with the pool stick though, if you get one good hit and then it breaks in half, now it's got a sharp end.
That's true.
No, right for the eyeballs. You know.
Yeah.
That guy's going nuts with that pool stick. I mean, this is just a normal bar fight. He stabbed like 7 people in the
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
You know.
Very angry.
What about a pool ball? I mean,
Well,
and you get
just
knocked
one.
upside of
You
the
have to
head.
go pick it up.
Maybe the one's all you got to do. Maybe you just end the fight like that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, one guy just drops dead, and everybody's like, "Whoa,
Oh, that guy took it way too far.
guy, you went from 0 to 60 quick."
There's a great scene in the movie Anchorman where all the news teams get in a fight, and one guy's running around with a hand grenade. Like, Brick, where did you get a hand grenade?
He's running around
Yeah.
with a hand grenade. That's funny.
It's Steve Carell is the guy doing it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. That movie's pretty great.
I haven't seen it. So I like that list.
Yeah.
So you want the pool stick. I think I'm going to take the chair. I feel good about
Chair's
the chair.
pretty good.
I mean, it obviously depends on what kind of chair it is.
If it's a heavy chair, you're going to get tired of holding it.
Exactly. I get tired quick, too. So,
Yeah, pool stick, it's lightweight. You got some extension on it.
yeah, I guess.
Once it breaks, now you got something to stab people.
All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much, thank you, Jesse.
Yes.
We will display it.
Display it.
We'll display it proudly.
Mount Rushmore of things to go into that mug.
So I'm going to drink from this mug.
Yes.
What's the ideal. I'm not drinking coffee out of this mug.
No, that's not a coffee mug.
Ridiculous. It's also kind of silly that you couldn't drink coffee out of it, though, because it's like a glass mug is a thing for coffee.
Yeah.
And it's a mug, so it's got a handle.
Like the little espresso things are glass, right?
Espresso. There's not an X in it.
That's what I said.
Okay, let's rewind it. I think you said espresso.
Rewind. Who rewinds?
Everything about this...
It'd be a fantastic coffee mug,
It
but I'm
actually
not
kind
putting
of would
coffee.
be a great fan, but I'm not drinking coffee. It's so weird. It's like the straw in the bowl.
Yeah.
On the surface of it, if you're not educated,
Now this is glass, right?
there's really no difference between these two things.
No.
ultimately, but only a
maniac.
a crazy person, an insane person. If I walked into a store or something, I don't know, or walk around the corner and there's somebody drinking hot coffee out of this, I'm turning around and walking the other way. I'm scared of that person.
I went to Jad's house one time.
I'd say Jad comes up more in the show.
I know, and he's never been on.
Anybody.
Nobody knows him.
Do you want to have him on the show sometime?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
I can arrange
don't
it.
know. We'll figure it out. We'll let future.
I don't think he's doing anything.
We'll see.
Okay. I'm going to see him this weekend.
I might too. We went to Jad's house, and I don't know, I was there, and we're going to have coffee. So he made some coffee, and then he pours out a bunch of like big glasses, like glass glasses.
With no handle.
No handle.
And
I'm like, what's going on? Like, he didn't have any mugs. It was just like tall glasses, stuff that he'd put Mountain Dew in. But we're drinking coffee. I don't know what I'm supposed to.
that.
What am I supposed to do?
That makes my skin crawl.
I know.
If somebody served me coffee like that, I would throw it back in their face. I mean, guys, I'm right. I'm not wrong, am I?
Like, I don't understand.
So coffee's off the list of stuff that we would drink from here.
Okay, so listen.
You know what? I'm going to make a strong push for milk.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime or something like that, like YouTube. Or we don't want to put a box around what you watch, so you never know.
And we're back. Who knows? Maybe we are. Maybe we aren't back.
This is something our dad would do.
Yeah, I know. It is.
I'm sorry.
I was playing. I'm in a volleyball league.
Yeah.
And
not to brag or anything.
Not to brag, but I'm in a volleyball league. So, and you and I talk about how every once in a while, Dad just kind of comes out of you.
Yes.
You don't mean it to happen.
Every day.
You do something like that, and then it's just like, oh my gosh. I never find myself fighting that urge more than when I'm playing volleyball.
Yes.
Like, there are so many just random things to yell. Like, every single time the ball is obviously going to be out on the other side, I always yell, it's in.
Yeah.
You know, I can't help it.
Do you ever do this yell?
No, that's a you thing and a dad thing, yes.
Yeah.
No, I have gotten rid of that from my repertoire.
I randomly do that sometimes, you know. Mm-hmm. Large settings, large crowds.
No, I get it. Yeah. Jason, what's your Netflix suggestion of the week?
My Netflix suggestion of the week is called The Professor and the Madman. With Mel Gibson.
You're on a run with Mel Gibson.
Listen, Mel Gibson is the best that there is. He's the best. I love Mel Gibson.
There's no doubt about it.
Now, in this particular movie, the description is, while working on the first Oxford English dictionary, a scholar receives thousands of entries from a doctor with a lengthy vocabulary and dark secrets. Mm-hmm. Great movie. I loved it. It's actually, the dictionary is like the skin. Mm-hmm. It's what the movie says it's about. Mm-hmm. Listen, the dictionary is the least of what it's about. It's a story about redemption. And it's a fantastic story.
It's a better book.
Never read it.
So I read the book
Yeah.
last year sometime, and I was on vacation, so it's not really like I literally read it in a day and a half. But
Okay.
I was like sitting at a coffee shop. My normal life wouldn't allow for that, but it was engrossing. It's not a very thick book. It was so good. Like
Yeah.
it was.
Do you agree it's a redemption story?
Yeah. It's the book does go into a little bit more of the dictionary stuff,
Yeah.
obviously, than the movie
Well, have
does.
you seen the movie?
I watched like the first 45 minutes of it,
Okay.
and I was like, but that's the way it is when you read the book. It's just, I don't know. But I thought it was well done.
Yeah.
I wasn't like against it or anything,
Yeah.
but it just didn't, for me, grab me the same way. And I guess I knew the ending, so it was kind of like, yeah. But it's a great story and a true story.
Yeah.
And something about the writing of the dictionary is something I've never thought about.
Yeah.
Like I just thought it had always existed.
At some point, it had to have been invented.
Right. What an undertaking.
Oh, yeah.
It ended up taking them
Years.
decades
Yeah.
longer than anticipated.
Yeah.
Like literally decades. I think it was like 25, 30 years longer than what their projected end date
Well,
was.
and I don't know how much of it is true and how much of it was just out there, but after they released like A and B, they had to do like a 28-page addendum for all the words they forgot.
Yeah.
Like, can you even imagine? It's like you spent a decade on one letter.
Like, I forgot aardvark.
Yeah.
So obvious.
Man.
It's right there with the 2 A's and everything.
I think it's a fantastic movie.
Okay.
So
All right.
I would strongly suggest to watch it. And right now it's only on Netflix. I don't know if it's a Netflix original.
It's not, because I
It's
remember
not,
when
yeah.
it came out
Okay.
on DVD. I think it was straight to DVD, but it's great.
Yeah. I sent a message to your father-in-law. So recommended it. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't have Netflix, but
No, he's against it.
yeah.
But he does have this show.
Yeah. He also sent me a Christmas present. Sent me a bag of coffee. Showed up yesterday.
It's kind of hurtful.
He didn't send you anything? Like, he sends me something like every year, and for my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very hurtful.
We talk all the time. Share secrets with one another. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I have a pretty good relationship with him.
So, not been watching too much television lately, but with the kids, we've been watching WandaVision.
Yeah.
So I'll make that my Netflix suggestion. Have you made that?
I am.
You did?
No, I haven't made it my...
No, I don't think
I've watched it.
but you've watched it.
Yeah.
It's strange.
It is.
I mean, I saw the preview, I remember, and I remember thinking, okay, so it's going to kind of be this, but it's a Marvel thing, so at some point it's not going to be that.
Yeah.
But so far, it's pretty much just
How many have you
that.
seen?
I don't know, all of them? Three.
Yeah.
3 of them.
It's evolving.
Yeah, I mean, they got a little bit more intense, but it's not like...
I think it's fantastic. I love it.
I find it really engrossing.
Yeah.
It's just confusing to me. I'm confused. And I didn't know. Apparently, I had only seen Age of Ultron once. Is that what it's called? Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
And I think I must have fallen asleep during it.
Yeah.
And so I was asking questions about him and her and their backstory and stuff. And the kids were explaining it to me. They said, it's all in Age of Ultron. And I said, I don't. So we watched that one.
Yeah.
And then it started to make a little bit more sense. Then Vision, his character started like, oh, okay, that's who he is.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good. It's really well done. I love that actor, Paul Bettany. I'm a huge fan of Paul Bettany. But so it's good. I'd suggest it. It's clean enough for the family.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus.
All of our kids watched it.
I read that Disney Plus has been taking different old cartoons off of the kids list. You know how you can get the kids list? Like they took Peter Pan off of the kids list because of racism.
What? Is it still there? Can you still watch it?
I think you can still access it from the adult list.
Oh, Indians?
Yeah, it's what makes the red man red. You know,
You can't tell me Indians didn't do that.
They did something like that.
Yeah. We all know it.
I mean, it wasn't. I don't speak whatever
Indian,
Shawnee or whatever language that would be, but you know, I mean, they did some
Listen,
sort of.
all Indians weren't like that, but surely some of them were.
It's a great Steve Martin bit. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to sing a traditional Indian song with a modern twist. And he goes, hey, oh, hey, whoa, 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 hey, ho. Couldn't do a joke like that today.
No, Steve Martin was great, and I
Martin was
love
great.
his King Tut.
Yeah. I mean, once again, couldn't do that today.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's silly.
it is silly. And they're just having fun.
You're like, why was that so funny? I mean, I know you watch it. You're like, I don't think my kids would think that was funny.
No,
The King Tut.
no,
It was hilarious.
It was
the
hilarious.
funniest thing that ever happened.
yeah. Steve Martin, he is an underrated comedian.
Apparently, among comedians, he's not. But apparently, he's
He's a comedic
got a-
genius.
pretty dark side as a person.
Okay.
I guess his biography is pretty. He really kind of lays it out there.
Okay.
And he says that he stopped doing stand-up comedy because he didn't know if he was funny or not. Because as soon as he said the crowds were so crazy for him.
Yeah.
He was so popular. He said he could do anything and they would start laughing.
Yeah.
Where he knew 20 years ago when he was getting into comedy, he couldn't. But there was just such a anticipation for him
Yeah.
that it didn't matter what he did, people were going to laugh because
Right.
it was like, it's crazy Steve Martin, you know? And when you look back at it, I mean, some of the I mean, it wasn't that funny,
Yeah.
but he's funny.
He is funny.
You know, he's like, at the beginning of every show, I like to do something physically impossible. I'm going to
Suck the
inhale
stool.
this stool into my lungs. And he gets the straw.
Yeah.
He goes, whoop, couldn't do it. And he just throws it away. Well,
Yeah.
or something like that. And I know that's not that funny.
He's got the arrow like through his head
Yeah.
with the banjo. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna sing a song, and any song sung with a banjo is positive.
And he
It's like
sings it.
death and murder and
Yeah, right.
torture, and
Now we're just recycling old Steve Martin bits. But
Steve Martin is fantastic.
fantastic.
Why'd you bring up Steve Martin?
I brought up Steve Martin. Did I bring up Steve Martin?
I didn't bring up Steve
I
Martin.
think we brought it up because we said that Peter Pan is no longer accessible.
Oh, Indians.
Because of
Yeah.
the Indians and whatnot. And there are some others apparently that they've taken off. I forget, but I think Dumbo. Yeah, apparently the crows are pretty racist.
What?
I think I seen about everything until I see that elephant fly.
How's that racist?
I think they're racist for saying that it's racist.
I agree. The whole thing. Stop revisionist history.
Just it is what
It is what it is.
It was what it was.
It was what it was.
It's now. It will be what it will be.
That's correct. That is correct.
All those things are true.
All those things are true. Once again, thank you for bringing up censorship.
Yes.
Stop. Just
I'd
stop.
love to be censored one day.
I really don't. I don't want to be
I
censored.
think it'd be a sign that we really hit the big
that
time.
we really hit it. So let's not go
We
for
could
that.
say anything now.
Stop.
Nobody cares.
No, don't even try.
I
Don't say it.
hate
No, don't. No.
strawberry milk.
Okay.
Strawberry milk. I don't like it. It's weird.
I prefer strawberry milk over chocolate
You
milk.
shut up. You don't.
I actually
no,
like
you
strawberry-
don't.
I really
no,
do.
You.
The
When's
quick
the last
strawberry
time you
milk,
drank strawberry milk? Okay, no, you.
I was 8 years old.
Exactly.
I was 8. When I was 8, I loved strawberry
Mount
milk.
Rushmore of milk additives.
Strawberry milk.
Chocolate.
milk.
Root beer.
Vanilla. Root beer milk.
If you freeze the milk and then put root beer in it, then it's a root beer float.
There's vanilla milk. That's a thing.
And put vanilla in milk.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there's not a lot of others.
Our aunt would put ice in milk.
That's weird. I'm not okay with
disgusting.
that.
No, I don't.
I know it makes it colder, but no.
I mean, lots of things can make milk colder.
A frosty mug. Well, we got to finish this real quick. It's
don't know. I don't know
chocolate,
why you brought
it's
it up.
Strawberry.
Vanilla.
I guess vanilla. What else do you put in milk and stir it? I'm going to put this in the milk.
Like laxatives?
Stir it. I feel like there's an obvious one that
I
we're
don't know.
we're leaving
What are we
out.
missing? Bananas?
Milk and bananas?
Banana milk?
No, banana milk.
Banana milkshake?
There's almond milk, but that's a different thing altogether.
What type of milkshakes are there? Chocolate milk, strawberry milkshake, vanilla milkshake.
That's it.
There's only 3? There's only 3 milkshakes? Oreos and milk.
Chocolate and vanilla. I mean, you know.
Oreos.
Yeah, but that's chocolate, so you can't use it as another
It's a different
thing.
type of chocolate. It's like a cookie chocolate.
I mean, in your milk, when you're dipping the Oreos,
Yeah.
there's an Oreo residue that does float
Yeah.
to the bottom.
Well, the cream in the Oreo's not. I mean, all of it goes together. It's a special thing.
Okay.
What was your Netflix suggestion?
It was obviously
WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Okay. If you could know the time and date of your death, would you want to know?
Well, I could know.
Why?
Well, you.
Oh. No. If I told you you're going to die, in 2042 on a Thursday, February 4th, whatever, I don't know. I didn't do the math on that.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Would you want to do that? Would you want to know?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Next week, you would want to know?
Whatever the answer is,
like tonight.
I'd want to know that.
You'd want to know?
Yes.
I don't think I want to know.
I'd want.
I just want to live life.
Jason, I'd want to tell you all the things that I never told you that I should have been.
I don't want to hear it.
I have always
admired me,
hated you more than I knew how to say. I just never could have the words.
It's hurtful. I thought I was doing okay, but
it's my last breath.
I hate you. Jason, something I need to tell you before I die and never talk to you ever again.
Hey, you. And always have.
That's how I used my last words.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by all my loved ones, know. And Jason, and you're like, "Oh, wow, this is
of all your loved ones."
Wow, he's going to
Something. Why are you in the room? I've always hated you. You smell like cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Well,
you died a crazy old man.
Oh my goodness. No, I definitely would want to know.
Okay.
Whatever the answer is.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I just want to live life. I don't want to know because it would change how you lived.
Well, wouldn't it change it for the better?
No, I don't think so. I think the potential would be equally for good and evil.
Well, what's the evil?
I could do all sorts of things. I'm going to die tomorrow. Who cares? Right?
So that's not the way that I think about it.
I'm just saying that
my thing is like if I know I'm gonna die
imagine
tomorrow,
all the things I could do.
I'm
gonna die. I'm not gonna serve 30 years for this.
Yeah, that's not where my mind went.
I'm just saying. I don't want to know. I just want to live my life.
I would be my thought would be it would give me an opportunity. Like there's like time is precious. I'm gonna do the most important things.
Time is precious right now.
Well, I know. I get it.
Do
I
you?
understand what you're saying. For me,
yeah,
the way I look at things, I would want to know.
Estelle, I love you. I don't need to know when I'm gonna die to be able to tell my kids I love them.
All right,
your kids right there. What are you gonna say?
I mean, it feels insincere now. You know what I mean? It feels like you're forcing me
I
to
said
say
it first, so I mean it means more, obviously. Yeah.
Hey, Stella, love you.
Do you have anything else? I have lots of things.
I
have a whole list of things.
Fat people, progressively, the fatter they get,
yeah, they smell more.
Look similar to each other. All fat people look the same, and the fatter they get, the more they look alike.
Regardless of race? Regardless
Sure.
of gender?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I'm not saying they're all dead ringers for one another.
No, I get you. So when they were younger and thinner,
they had some distinction.
But
the fat gets rid of the distinction.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like
a blob.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have randomly watched recently, a couple times, My 600-Pound Life. We've talked about it before.
Yeah. Well, just like some people will tell me, like there's a guy that I'm friends with.
Yeah.
That people say, man, you guys look just like one another.
You're
I'm
both
like,
fat.
We're both fat, bald, and have a beard. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
We're fat, white, bald guys with a beard. Then
But
that's
if
it.
If you both lost weight, you would look more different.
I think so. I hope so. I mean,
I went to a Great Wolf Lodge indoor swimming park.
Yeah.
And fat, bald, beard is a look.
Yeah.
Gus was running up to all the fat, bald. I mean, this was years ago.
Yeah.
Running up to all of them, thinking it was me, and then like get scared at the last minute because
like,
it wasn't. Yeah.
I'm not that fat, Gus.
Well,
Come on,
I
man.
had that. Yeah, look at that guy. I'm not that fat. Gus would run. I was sitting in a chair, and I watched him run up to us because he thought it was me. And he looks up, and the guy turns around and looks at him, and he got scared. He's like, "That's not my dad."
Whenever I'm at a water park or a pool or anything,
You wear your shirt.
no, I'm.
I wear my shirt because I don't want to get a sunburn.
As
Dude, we're
sensitive-
indoors.
Sensitive skin.
I don't want to get a sunburn.
It keeps me warm.
Listen, fat people.
Yeah.
When you wear a shirt, when you swim,
It looks worse.
it looks worse.
It doesn't look better.
No.
You think it looks better.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Now,
it looks worse.
listen, I would suggest once you dry off, put on a shirt.
By all means, do that quickly. But
I mean, as quickly as you dry off, you immediately put on a dry shirt.
yeah,
Wet shirt, wet body.
yeah, you don't go get nachos with your shirt off. It's a bad look. And this is coming from someone.
Extra cheese.
This is.
Loaded nachos. Yeah, loaded nachos with extra cheese.
Could you?
Can I get pretzel with
Is
that?
that all
too?
the cheese you're gonna? Do you put more cheese on it? Because it seemed like that guy. Well, that guy was thin, so he could handle it.
I really like cheese.
I haven't eaten like all day, so
Sir, you were here 15 minutes ago. You got a pretzel. I gave it to you, and you asked for more cheese on the pretzel too.
I gave it. I gave it.
That was for my
I
son.
gave it to a friend. I mean, and listen, you and I, we're not living in glass houses throwing stones or
No.
whatever. I mean, every time I go to a pool,
Yeah.
right before I take my shirt off, I look for somebody fatter than me. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I can take it off. I feel like that guy's worse.
If
than
you're
me.
the fattest one there, you're not.
You just go home. At that point. Thankfully, it hasn't happened yet. I've been to a small pool where I was the only one there, so I guess that happened to me. But in a public setting with lots
Yeah.
of people there,
Yeah.
don't want to be the fattest person at the pool. The one that makes everybody else feel better about
You just
themselves.
own it then. You do cannonball. Yeah.
You walk around like Nacho Libre. I've done that one. Just to own it. This is,
Yeah.
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 Cannonball. Yeah. I guess that's what you do.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's my assertion that fat people all look the same. Like,
I
apparently,
tend to
there's
agree.
1,000-pound sisters. There's
I don't know
deal.
what that is.
So I guess it's a show. I don't know if they weigh 1,000 pounds together. I guess, or maybe they might each weigh 1,000 pounds.
That's pretty big.
1,000 pounds is big though,
Yeah.
because my 600-pound life is.
Well, those people can still walk. The 600-pound people can still walk. I think if you're 1,000 pounds, I don't think you can walk.
Yeah. Well, I think they can still walk. Apparently, they got a pretty popular YouTube channel, and now they have like a TLC show or something.
What do they do on YouTube? Talk?
They did the Chubby Bunny Challenge, and I guess that's where they got popular, was because it was funny.
Part of the reason why they probably got fat.
Listen, and there's real social, mental reasons why someone gets that big. You know, I mean, you and I, we're just lazy.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm down 40 pounds from my heaviest weight ever. So there's something.
that's always your.
Yeah. Recently, not so good.
Sure.
But I'm still down 40 pounds
Hey,
over my
come
heaviest
on.
weight ever. That's something.
That's something. That's a thing.
It is a thing.
All right. Well, I don't know what's happened today. It's
We'll see what
everything has gone off the rails. Jesse, thanks for this, and that's a show. So this is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
If you haven't yet, click like,
Yeah,
subscribe,
if
whatever.
you're still watching.
If you're still watching. Sit Booba, sit good dog.
I've spoken.